everybody, my name is Becky. If you don't already know me, I apologize in advance. I do have a cold, so it may sound a little funny right now. But today I wanted to go over blood flow restriction training. What that is either also known as occlusion training or KAATSU training. And what I'm going to go over is basically what it is it harmful, how to do it. I also have my wraps, so I can show you where to wrap, how hard to wrap, and just the very basic of occlusion training. Okay, so blood flow restriction training is just another type of training, another tool in the box, if you will, in order to gain muscle size. So if you have like an injury to a muscle or a joint or something like that, to where your doctor says that you need to back off training, you need to lighten the load a little bit, this would be great, because blood flow restriction training is a great way that you can use really lightweight but still get the same results as heavy weight. Okay, so you don't need to always lift heavy all the time. Okay, it's a great tool to use, like if you're looking to deload, great tool to use. Okay, is it harmful? Okay, well, first off, blood flow restriction training is just like what it sounds. I like calling it blood flow restriction training because that's what it is. You restrict the blood flow back from the muscle back through the body. You don't restrict the blood flow to the muscle, just back from the muscle. Okay, not the artery flow, but the venous return. Okay, so there's only 2 spots to wrap, and those are the only spots that you're going to wrap. So is this safe? Yes. Okay, you're obviously getting blood flow to the limb, so it's safe. You're just building up blood within a muscle, whether it be in your arms or your legs. You're restricting the blood to come back out. Okay, does it still come out? Yes, but at a much slower rate than it would normally. Okay, so what you're looking at is you're looking at the muscle swelling mechanism, which is one of the 4 different ways that you can actually build muscle or gain muscle. Okay, depending on how heavy you go, and you can go anywhere as low as 20% up to 50%. Between 20 and 30%, you're going to work mainly your slow twitch muscle fibers. You're going to enlarge those muscle fibers. Whereas if you went 40, 50%, you're going to work towards the fast twitch muscle fibers, which are the muscle fibers that you are actually going to see the quickest and the fastest muscle size gain. Okay, and whenever you do this particular training, like I said, you're only going to wrap in 2 spots. One being right underneath the bicep, okay, and the other one being right below the glute. Okay, the types of bands that you're going to use, okay, I have 2 different types. Now you can use, if you're using like knee wraps, which is perfectly okay, it's elastic and will expand whenever muscle swelling occurs. These are also elastic as well. They operate kind of like a seat belt. Okay, you just come around here, click, and then you pull the other part to make it tighter, to fit your arm. And I will go over the tightness here with you in a moment. But you can either buy these. I got these on Amazon. These are specifically for the arm. Or you can buy knee and elbow wraps. They work just the same. These are knee wraps, obviously, and they'd be wrapped on the upper limb. Okay, this will go on the upper arm. If you have these where they are both working for the arm and the leg, that's perfectly fine. You can just, you just have a 2-in-1 deal, which is like the best ever. But anyways, I will show you how to wrap with a knee wrap and with the occlusion band type ordeal, the blood flow restriction band. Okay, so like I said, there's only 2 different spots to wrap. You do not wrap in any other spots. Okay, I have actually done a full month of training with just blood flow restriction training, and it was so great, like, because I went through all of the different types of hypertrophy training. So I did like a 4-month span where I went through all different types, a month on each, and then on my 4th month, I believe, I did blood flow restriction training to kind of like die off so I could go on to something else. But again, these bands are great. They are cheap. I think I got these for like $10 because I only got the arm ones. So these are specifically for the arm. Okay. So what I do, how I do this, okay, I just stack them together. If yours already comes together, that's perfectly okay. You just operate yours how you operate them. So what you do is you slip them obviously up your arm to just below the bicep. So basically that bony part right where the bicep and the tricep and the delt meet, that's where you want it. Okay, so all you do is you're going to kind of like work it. You're going to get it tight. Okay, how tight is very important. Okay, you want to have it at a tightness 7 out of 10. Okay, 10 being the tightest, 0 being not even on. Okay, so you want it at a tightness of 7 out of 10. Okay, and that is where you're going to get that restriction in the venous return and not the artery flow too. And if you do a couple pumps, okay, you're going to start to see veins pop out. You're going to get real red. If you start to feel tingly, numb, or if your limb starts turning purple, that is an obvious indication you've wrapped too tight. Okay, we don't want that. Okay, I believe I have actually wrapped a little bit too tight. Okay, so you have them wrapped. Okay, now, excuse me, as far as the legs go, okay, I have knee wraps. If you have one of these work just the same on the leg as they do on the arm. Okay, I'm going to just show you where to wrap. Okay, so again, you're going to wrap right below the glute. Okay, knee wraps. Now what, if you have elbow wraps or knee wraps, you want to pay extra special close attention because there's a specific way to do this to where it works. Okay, and there is not a way to do it. Okay, so you're going to wrap around in the same spot to create a band. Okay, we don't want like a wrapping like you would wrap your knee. We want it in the exact same spot over and over and over again at a tightness 7 out of 10. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take this right on around. Okay, and just keep pulling it. And if you feel like you're getting like too tight, like it starts feeling pretty stiff or numb, tingly, you can always obviously back it off. Obviously these are a little bit easier to use. You just pull, rip, and then away you go. But this takes a little more time excuse me, to do. It may take you a couple times. I know it took me a couple times to get the tightness right. And all you do is obviously you just slip it under. You might want to wrap it a couple times only because it, I've had instances where it has came out, and that sucks, because then you gotta start all over again. So again, I have my arm wrapped. You can kind of see it's kind of a different color, and I have my leg wrapped. Okay. So again, these are the only two spots that you wrap: below the shoulder and the upper thigh, just below the glute. Okay. What you want to do from here, now obviously before this you have already warmed up. Before you put these on, you want to warm up. Okay. So you get in like maybe walking or maybe a couple curls or something like that. But this actually works with legs, even if you go for like a hike. So if you were really deloading and you went for a hike, just add a backpack, you know, with like 5 or 10 pounds on it, and just go for a walk. But it does work. Okay. So as far as the training stuff goes, the reps excuse me, that you're looking at, you're going to be doing 4 sets. Okay, 4 sets of an exercise. Mainly, you're looking at mainly machine work. Okay, I have used it on like squats, things like that that are really light. But if you are new to exercising, I highly recommend that you get down your form first, rather than worry about blood flow restriction training. But it is a cool tool to use. If you've never done it before, please make sure that you have a spotter or the safety bars up if you are really adamant about doing some squats. But I highly recommend that you try this on machines first. Okay. So like your leg extension, your leg curls, you could, for arms, you could do biceps or triceps extension or the cables. That's okay. I wouldn't do any overhead pressing, only because what's gonna happen is you're going to feel a burn, and it's going to burn like it's on fire. Okay. So what you'll do is you're going to perform 4 sets. Okay. You're going to do, for the first set, you're going to do 30 repetitions. Okay. This is why we are only going so heavy. Okay. Remember, 20 to 30% is working your slow twitch muscle fibers, your endurance muscle fibers. 40-50% you're looking at working your hypertrophy, your fast twitch muscle fibers. So if you're really looking to build muscle or gain muscle size, that is where you want it to be. Okay, obviously, you're not working real heavy. This is more of a deloading or injury rehab type ordeal training. But it is a very cool tool to use in your box, and I love it. Okay, I do use it as much as I possibly can. But anyways, back to the repetitions. The first set, okay, you're going to do 4 sets. The first set, you're going to do 30 repetitions. Okay, between 20 and 50% of your 1 RM. Okay, or you know, you want to pick a weight, you know, on a machine that you can do 30 reps. Okay, after those 30 reps, and you're going to feel a burn, you're going to want to push through that burn. Okay, rest 30 seconds, no more. Okay, no more than 30 seconds. 15 reps. Okay, you're really going to start feeling burn. Rest 30 seconds. Another 15 reps. Rest 30 seconds. Another 15 reps. So the first set is the only set that's a really large amount of reps. Okay? First set is 30 reps. The other 3 sets are 15 reps. 30 seconds rest in between. no more, no less. That is what you want to do. A really good way to get into this would be to do like opposing muscle group supersets. You can do like leg extensions with leg curls and do that. I've seen people do that, and it really, it just sends that burning sensation. So if you're looking to work within that lactic acid area, this is a great type of training to do so. Or if you're looking to work on building up the lactic acid threshold, this is a really good spot to do so too. But that is basically it. You're looking at wrapping again as kind of like a summary. No, this will not injure you. You are only to wrap a 7 out of 10, no more, no less. Okay, how do you figure that out? It's trial and error, honestly. Excuse me. It's just trial and error. I have had to wrap myself a couple times before actually understanding what a 7 out of 10 is. Okay, you're looking at basically simple exercises. Please don't go overboard and be doing jumping or anything like that. That's not what this is for. It's for like isolation exercises, like extension, like curls. You can do squats on it, but please be careful. Please make sure you have a spotter or safety bars set up so that you don't injure yourself. Just as a summary, again, you want to wrap a 7 out of 10. There's only 2 spots to wrap: the upper arm and the upper leg. Okay, the only spots. You want to use a percentage of your 1RM that is 20 to 50% of your 1RM. Okay, please try it on isolation exercises first, such as leg extension, leg curls, bicep curls, tricep extensions, things like that, so you understand. Is it dangerous? No. It's something that you use for deloading or an alternate tool to use in your box. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, but I'm going to start coughing a lot, so I'm kind of trying to rush off the camera here. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys later.